Vanakkam, good evening. It's an absolute pleasure to play this India environment quiz on the topic of minimalism. While preparing for today's quiz, many thoughts came into my head where we're thinking, should we do this without any lights? And the biggest fear was, if we do this quiz without any lights, who's going to even watch it? Then came the next thought, should we do this minimalism quiz with absolutely very little talking? But then again, how do we explain verbal communication is key on a live video session that we're doing as such? So all of this went into our head. Today, actually, while usually I'm very excited to do this quiz, today I'm excited. No denying it. I'm super excited. I'm super excited, but I am also scared. I am worried as to what we're doing to this planet, because it took me half an hour to prepare for today's quiz. That half an hour has opened up a whole new world. Today we're celebrating the day of Bogi, the festival of Bogi. And in the South Indian culture, Bogi refers to discarding old items and to go ahead and procure, or to go ahead and absorb new practices, right? It was not materialism to discard all the old items we have and then go buy everything fresh new. The larger idea was to live a minimalistic life, to only keep what we need, to give away what we don't need, which might be used by somebody else. Bogi is a special festival, a special celebration that is towards minimalism. At EFI, we've started a campaign called Buy Mine, which is a thrifting campaign. If you're wondering what thrifting is, and if you're wondering what Buy Mine is, it's all about old items that you and I are not using, which we can actually give away to people who want to use it. We start using only what we need, we start buying only what we need. We don't keep procuring, we don't keep buying more and more. That's the larger idea behind Buy Mine, which is a thrifting campaign at EFI. Today, we're playing E.F.I.'s India Environment Quiz here on YouTube, here on Instagram, and the quiz today is focused on minimalism. The quiz today is focused on minimalism, right? Here is your first question. Here's your first question. We're playing E.F.I.'s India Environment Quiz, and we are playing the minimalism quiz. We're playing the minimalism quiz as to what we only need and how much are we wasting on a daily basis, and everything that we waste. And you're thinking waste is only plastic, waste is only water from the toilets. No, there's so much that we waste. And here is my first question. Every email that we send adds carbon dioxide to the atmosphere. Every email that we send adds carbon dioxide to the atmosphere. Tell me how much. Every email that we send adds carbon dioxide to the atmosphere, and we are asking you, how much is that? We're playing EFI's India Environment Quiz, and today the topic is minimalism. And we are asking you questions all related to how we can cut down, and how each one of us can live a minimalistic lifestyle which only adds value to the planet. Every email that we send adds carbon dioxide to the atmosphere. We're asking you to tell how much. Hemant says zero point 0.3 grams. Hemant says zero point 0.3 grams. Island Gallery says 0.14 ounces. Every email that we send adds carbon dioxide to the atmosphere. Every email that we send adds carbon dioxide to the atmosphere. And we are asking you, how much carbon dioxide is every email adding to global warming, to climate change? So the next time you send emails, please be extremely cautious. The number of emails that we send, and did you read about this? Emails actually add to a lot of work stress, and a lot of us are wasting a lot of time just answering emails. I read somewhere that 40% of our day goes in answering just emails. a few unnecessary emails. A few unnecessary emails. We're playing E.F.I's India Environment Quiz. And the first question we've asked you, every email that we send adds carbon dioxide to the atmosphere. Tell us how much. And the answer is 4 grams. All of you are giving it to me in point 0.3, point 0.2. Every email has the potential on an average to add 4 grams of carbon dioxide. If you're adding an attachment to it, if your attachment is 2 MB, 5 MB, 15 MB, 25 MB or more, and every time you send an auto response, every time you're replying okay, thank you, bye bye, 2 words, 1 word, that itself is adding 4 grams of carbon dioxide. Every email that we send is adding 4 grams of carbon dioxide. And that's a scary thought. That's a scary thought. We're playing E.F.I's India Environment Quiz. Today's topic is minimalism. We're playing E.F.I's India Environment Quiz here on YouTube and here on Facebook. Sorry, not Facebook, Instagram. And it's a special day bogey when we're supposed to get rid of all that we don't need, that we have in excess, so that somebody else can use it, right? And then we only keep what we want. It's not about buying new. On this day, we wanted to play the India Environment Minimalism Quiz. Sri Mahi Gangadharan says zero point 0.3 grams. Many have said zero point 0.3 grams. It's 4 grams. Every email that we send adds 4 grams of carbon dioxide to the atmosphere. And depending upon the number of attachments and the number of responses you add, it keeps going. Okay, now here's something very interesting. How many of us love taking selfies? Give me a quick thumbs up if you took a selfie today. Give me a quick thumbs up if you took a selfie today. Give me a quick thumbs up if you took a selfie today. We're playing E.F.I's India Environment Minimalism Quiz. Give me a thumbs up if you took a selfie either today or in the last 1 week. Vinay Surbi is giving me 2 thumbs up. So she's taken a beautiful selfie. This pretty young lady who's a nature enthusiast. Kirtana ma'am says yes. And we are playing. Shiva says yes. Here's a question. No selfies today, says Island Gallery. Heyman says yes. So here's the question. Every selfie adds carbon to the atmosphere. Every selfie adds carbon to the atmosphere. Tell me how much that is. Every selfie that we take adds carbon dioxide to the atmosphere. Tell me how much that is. What a scary quiz today. What a scary quiz today. It's really, yes, Arvind Mumbaikar says 5.06 grams of carbon dioxide is emitted, added to the atmosphere every time we take a selfie. Let's wait for more answers. We are playing E.F.I's India Environment Quiz. The Minimalism Quiz is what we are playing. And I'm getting answers here on YouTube and here on Instagram. We're playing the Minimalism Quiz. We wanted to do this quiz in pitch darkness with no lights, with just the light emitting from the phone and the laptop. But then the lighting was so bad that I had to switch this on. Usually I put 2 lights on, today I've kept only one. And we really thought we should speak less. Minimalism Quiz. But then that's impossible. Every email that we send adds 4 grams of carbon dioxide. Depending upon the attachment and more, it could be more. Every selfie that we take adds carbon dioxide to the atmosphere. I asked you how much, and that is, there are varying answers. Some people saying 5, some saying 10, some saying 1. And the most common answer, the most common belief is that every average selfie in a 8 megapixel camera with basic lighting for the charge for it, the storage for it, and if you're sending this selfie, posting this selfie, calculating all of this put together, it's 5.06 grams. It's 5.06 grams. Now that we have an 18 megapixel camera on phones, now that we have much more advanced than that, I'm sure the futuristic selfies are going to only add much more carbon. Futuristic selfies are going to add much more carbon. Can we reduce the number of emails? Can we reduce the number of selfies? It's all personal choice. It's for you to decide. We're just asking these questions, and we're just finding answers to these questions together. Now it's the third question. Time for the third question. Okay, we're going from emails to selfies. We're going to YouTube. We're going to YouTube. YouTube, with over 1 billion viewing hours a given day, 1 1 billion viewing hours a given day consumes what percentage of global electricity? YouTube, with 1 billion viewing hours per day, consumes what percentage of global electricity? YouTube, with 1 billion viewing hours every given day, consumes what percentage of global electricity? We're playing E.F.I's India Environment Quiz. And today's quiz is no joke. Today's quiz is not a popularity madness. Today's quiz is not about me. It's not about E.F.I. It's about environment. And while playing that, we're playing the minimalism quiz. We're playing the minimalism quiz because today is bogey, a day when we're supposed to get rid of all that we have in excess. I've asked you two questions already. The first question on every email adding carbon dioxide to the atmosphere and how much that is. It's almost 4 grams, and it can go up to 50 grams of carbon dioxide per single email for the amount of data usage that we do. The second question, every selfie that we take adds carbon dioxide to the atmosphere. How much is that? And an average selfie, 8 megapixel camera, and you sharing it basics, it would give you 5.06 grams of carbon dioxide. YouTube, with 1 billion viewing hours a day, YouTube with over 1 billion viewing hours a day consumes a lot of electricity. What is the percentage? 100 grams of carbon dioxide with 1 million. YouTube consumes 600 terawatts a year, which is 2.5% of global electricity. 2.5% of global electricity usage is not for education, let's say, is not for a hospital, is not for transport, is for YouTube. YouTube has a lot of educational content, no denying it. YouTube is a phenomenal platform. EFI is on YouTube, and we are looking at increasing subscribers. EFI is doing this quiz on Instagram and YouTube. How can we just blame anybody? We're not blaming, we're just trying to find out. And can we cut down? Can we cut down on the number of emails we send? Can we cut down on the number of selfies we take? Can we cut down on the amount of YouTube usage that we go into? 2.5% of global electricity is used only for YouTube viewing. 2.5% of global electricity. Where does this electricity come from? Hydropower, thermal power, nuclear power, yes, all kinds of energy. And YouTube is using 2.5% of it. Fourth question that we have, it's a good, interesting question, yes? Examples of polystyrene products that you and I are addicted to. Take your time. Go search for polystyrene. Examples of polystyrene products that we are addicted to. Polystyrene products that we are addicted to. Give me examples of polystyrene products that we are addicted to. This might sound a very childish question. There's a critical reason why we're asking this question. And when you go search for polystyrene products of daily use, you'll be stunned what all we are using. We're playing E.F.I's India Environment Quiz. Today's quiz is the minimalism quiz. In this minimalism quiz, on this day of bogey, when our forefathers taught us to get rid of all unnecessary, unwanted, excess products that we have, we're trying to play the minimalism quiz. And in this minimalism quiz, we've already shared with you that you and I are adding 4 grams of carbon dioxide to the atmosphere by sending an email. By taking a selfie, we are adding 5 grams of carbon. And the third question we asked you, YouTube with 1 billion viewing hours a given day is using 2.5% of global electricity. Polystyrene products are what? And what are we using? Polystyrene products that we use on a daily basis. It's everything from a styrofoam cup to a styrofoam plate in which we eat dahi puri, pani puri, or the chaat. Yes, food, Cups for hot tea, yes. All the tiffin boxes, the fancy tiffin boxes. Crude oil is the primary source. Crude oil is the primary source for polystyrene products. Just 0.9%. 0.9% of crude oil is used to make polystyrene that is being used globally. This sits there in the environment. It doesn't decompose, as you know, and it just goes into the larger ocean patch, into our rivers, into our soil, and it's just there. We have become addicted to single use plastic products, says Alok Tiwari. We so unfortunately have. And the polystyrene products are carcinogenic. If you know of somebody in your life who is being affected with cancer, if you know of somebody in your life who is suffering from cancer, it could very well be because of polystyrene. And let's just pray God on this beautiful day, on this festival day, that none of us get to be victims of cancer, and it should not be because of polystyrene, which means we have to reduce our dependency on polystyrene. It is not okay to use balloons. Stop using balloons. Teachers Day, Christmas, Diwali, Pongal, birthdays, Independence Day, Republic Day. Let's stop this madness with balloons. Let's say no to balloons. Let's say no to plastic cutlery. Let's say no to styrofoam cups. All of this is very much possible. Polystyrene is made out of crude oil. It is carcinogenic in nature. It causes cancer. It doesn't degrade. It is killing many lives across the globe. And everything ranging from plastic cutlery to tiffin box to bottle to styrofoam cups, styrofoam plates are all polystyrene. Here's the next question. Here's the packaging. Of course, yes, packaging. Here's the next question. Amount of textile waste that is produced every year. The amount of textile waste that is produced every year. I've stopped buying new clothes. I've completely stopped buying new clothes. Yes. And I've been gifted new clothes in the last 6 months every now and then. That also, I'm trying to request friends and family to stop gifting me new clothes. And you'll be glad to know that EFI started thrifting, and I'm selling all these t-shirts of mine. I've already washed them, I've ironed them, I've packed them. indiavolunteer.org. indiavolunteer.org is a site where you'll be able to see all the products that we are using and selling at EFI. Yes, look at the number of t-shirts I'm selling. I'm selling a lot of old clothes. I'm selling a lot of old clothes. Yes, and I've stopped buying new clothes. I'm not going to buy new clothes. I'm never going to buy new clothes until I'm completely worn out of the clothes that I already have. This is something which we've already decided. In my house, we're strictly following this. Buy Mine is a campaign that EFI is running. indiavolunteer.org. When you go onto the site, you will find our thrifting campaign. We're asking you question number 5 on EFI's India Environment Quiz, the minimalism quiz. Yes, Alok Tiwari, 100% yes. I have really good, well maintained clothes. Yes, and you can definitely take them. Yes, and extremely hygienic, simple, decent guy. So you can trust in the quality of the product. So I will send it across. Yes. Amount of textile waste that we produce every year is 92 million tons end up in landfills. 100 billion garments, 100 billion garments get produced every year. T-shirt, shirt, leggings, dress material, churidars, what not. We're so greedy. We're so greedy that we are producing 100 billion garments a year, out of which 92 million tons ends up in landfills. 100 billion garments get produced every year. 92 million tons ends up in landfills. Did you know that it could go up to 134 million tons per year by 2030? By 2030, it is expected to go to 134 million tons per year. This is not okay. It has to end. It has to stop. The sixth question we are asking you, you know what ocean gyres are? Gyre. You know what ocean gyres are? These are whirlpools. The ocean waters are in movement. There is a certain circulation in the ocean waters, and ocean waters, when they slowly but steadily circulate, they form large gyres. There's a Pacific Ocean gyre, there's an Indian Ocean gyre, Atlantic gyre. There are many gyres. And gyre, all the rivers from mainland take all the trash and the garbage into the ocean. The garbage floats in the ocean, reaches the gyre, and gets stuck there. It gets locked there, and it forms a large floating island of nothing but garbage, plastic. Yeah, the polystyrene that we spoke about. I'm asking you this question, question number six. Which ocean gyre garbage patch was discovered in the year 2010? Which ocean gyre garbage patch was discovered in the year 2010? In the year 2010, an ocean gyre garbage patch was discovered. I'm asking you to name it. Which ocean gyre garbage patch was discovered in the year 2010? GYRE, gyre. Which ocean gyre garbage patch was discovered in the year 2010? We're playing E.F.I's India Environment Quiz, and this is the Minimalism Quiz. Every email that we send adds 4 grams of carbon. Every selfie that we take adds 5.06 grams of carbon dioxide to the atmosphere. YouTube, with 1 billion views a day, uses 2.5% of global electricity, right? 92 million tons of clothing waste is generated every single year. It will go up to 135 million tons by 2030. Also, 100 billion garments are made every year. This is why we at EFI are inviting you to thrift. Read what is thrifting. Let's exchange, let's rent, let's buy old. Old or new is a state of mind. Let's not keep buying new stuff, right? Which ocean garbage gyre was discovered in the year 2010 was the question, and you've all gotten it right. It is the Indian Ocean gyre. It is the Indian Ocean garbage gyre. It is somewhere below. It's somewhere below. Yes, right below India, right beneath Maldives. India and Maldives are today locked in a geopolitical warfare. For what joy? Look at the kind of garbage that we've sent. India, Bangladesh, China, Indonesia, Sri Lanka, Maldives, Andamans, Lakshadweep, Pakistan. All of us together have sent garbage into the ocean, and it is sitting right below in the Indian Ocean. And did you know that the Indus and the Ganges are the two rivers that add most of this garbage? The Indus and the Ganges add most of this garbage. The Brahmaputra, the different Veve and the different rivers, Oye, in Sri Lanka, the rivers of Indonesia, the rivers of China, Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam, Laos, Pakistan. It's scary. All of us have dumped all this garbage. It's going and sitting in the Indian Ocean. And it could not just be garbage from the Indian subcontinent or the Asian countries, it could be garbage from anywhere. The Indian Ocean garbage gyre was discovered in the year 2010. It's a large floating island of nothing but trash. What is a gyre? A gyre is a whirlpool or a circulation where ocean waters merge and release. And in this circulation of a whirlpool, garbage gets accumulated. We're playing E.F.I's India Environment Quiz, and this is the Minimalism Quiz. In fact, today is an international environment quiz on the special day of Bogi. Let's start practicing minimalism. Let's say no to balloons. Teachers' Day, Christmas, Diwali, Independence Day, Republic Day, birthday, anniversaries, no more balloons, no more plastic cutlery in our lives, no more plastic spoon, plastic fork, plastic plate, plastic cup, styrofoam cups and plates. No, we will not buy new clothes until we're completely out of clothes, right? All of this is very much possible. Why be greedy? Why actually be greedy? I've stopped buying clothes. And again, let me tell you all this. It's your personal choice. We're not advising. We're definitely not advising. We're only requesting. Consider what you want to eat is your choice. What you want to eat from where is your choice. What you want to buy is your choice. It's your money, it's your life, but we are only highlighting a few of these. Question number 7. Sulaybia. Sulaybia in Kuwait is famous because the spelling is Sulaibiya. Sulaibiya. Sulaybia. Sulaibiya. Sulaibiya. This is a place in Kuwait and it's famous because Sulaibiya. Sulaybia. And you thought the problem is only with switching off electricity or closing the tap, no? Did you know opening multiple tabs in your browser is adding to climate change, and it impacts the life of walrus and polar bears? How? WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram is using so much server space, is using so many data centers which are energy intensive, that it's adding to climate change. Walrus, the seals, the sea lions, the polar bears, all the Arctic and Antarctic animals are losing their habitat because of you and I opening multiple tabs in the browser, of you and I leaving the TV on all night, of you and I charging our phones, charging our GoPros, charging our iPads and iPhones and laptops. I'm doing all of this. That's where I'm guilty. Charging our drones, charging our everything, trimmer too. Look at the number of electric items, electronics that we use. Sulaybia, Sulaibiya in Kuwait is famous because you're all absolutely right. 53.6 degrees Celsius, wastewater treatment plant. But that's not why we are talking about Sulaybia. We're talking about Sulaybia because of the tire dump yard, as pointed by Aravind Mumbaikar. It is the tire graveyard. Sulaybia is the world's one of the largest tire graveyards. The tire graveyard. Next time when you're sitting in a bus or you have a two-wheeler or you have a car, think about what happens to this rubber tire when it is done with its lifetime. Yes, I'll tell you one more word. Try to find out what ETL is when it comes to tires. Yes, Sulaybia in Kuwait is known for the tire graveyard. Is known for the tire graveyard. Sulaybia is known for the tire graveyard. Just after this quiz, go on to the internet and search for this image. You will be so shocked. You'll be so shocked. And did you know 290 million discarded tires every year? 290 million discarded tires every year. How scary. Here's my next question. We're playing E.F.I's environment quiz, and today is a minimalism quiz. Question number 8. Kantamanto. Kantamanto in Ghana is famous because Kantamanto. 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 Kantamanto is in Ghana and it's famous because Manto. Manto. Kantamanto. Manto in Ghana. Manto. Kantamanto. Give me an answer as to what Kanta Manto is famous for. We're playing E.F.I's environment quiz here on YouTube, here on Instagram. We're asking you questions all related to minimalism. And the question I've asked you, Kanta Manto in Ghana is famous because Kanta Manto, Kantamanto. Many of you have started giving the answer. The second-hand clothes market, the used clothes dump yard. It is true. It is a used clothes dump yard. Look at the images of this place. Look at Panipat in India, which is also a clothes dump yard. Look at the Atacama Desert in Chile, where there's a clothes dump yard. Just go onto the internet and search for textile dump yards of the world. Textile dump yards of the world. Kanta Manto in Ghana is known for the clothes dump yard. Now tell me, should we buy new clothes? Never gift your brother new clothes. Never buy new clothes until and unless you're worn out of all your clothes. It's absolutely possible. With what we all have, I think we can survive this entire lifetime. I've taken a big vow not to buy new clothes at all. It's not worth it. Kanta Manto in Ghana is a used clothes dump yard. Also look for textile dump yards of the world. Textile dump yards of the world. You'll find Atacama Desert in Chile. For miles and kilometers, you'll find only clothes dumped in that desert. Right? Panipat. Panipat in India. Panipat also has a dump yard like this. Yes, Kanta Manto. Let's go to the next question. We're playing E.F.I's environment quiz. Today is the minimalism quiz as we're celebrating Bogi Ag Bog Bloshi. Ag Bog Bloshi. Agbogblosshie. Agbogblosshie. Agbog Bloshi. What is Agbog Bloshi famous for? Go search and you'll be so worried and scared for this earth. Agbog Bloshi. Agbog Bloshi. Agbogblosshie. When I read about Agbog Bloshi, my heart started to bleed. What are we doing to this planet? We don't deserve this planet. Agbog Bloshi. Madhumati ma'am and Srimahi Gangadharan are playing this quiz with us on YouTube, which technically uses 2.5% of the global electricity. And we're talking about every email adding 4 grams of carbon dioxide to the atmosphere. Sangeeta Mohan is also giving me an answer on YouTube. Automobile and electronics scrap dump says Island Galpri, Srimahi Gangadharan, Sangeeta Mohan, all giving me an answer. Ag Bog Bloshi. E-waste dump yard. The reason why we are leaving you with images of Agbog Bloshi, Kanta Manto, or Sulebia is simply because we want you to see what all we are using and how much we are discarding and where it's all sitting. In a desert in Kuwait, you have the biggest tire graveyard. In Alang, Gujarat, you have a ship graveyard where they're breaking old ships. Yes, so much contamination. In Panipat in India, you have a clothing dump yard. And you just don't have a Panipat, you have a Kantamanto in Ghana, you have the Atacama Desert in Chile, so many textile dump yards around the world. Agbog Bloshi is one of the many electronic waste graveyard in the world. India's national capital, Delhi, has a neighborhood called Seelampur. 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 Just search images of Seelampur dump yard of electronic waste. You'll be scared. I'm very scared now. Yes. The mobile phones, the different gadgets that we use, the electronic vehicles, the batteries, lithium ion batteries. The mining of these minerals, the chemicals, cobalt, and all the other chemicals that they release into the atmosphere. Even Agbog Bloshy was a wetland. Agbog Bloshy was a wetland. And we've just taken over that wetland and we've dumped electronic waste. It's a scary, scary world. We're playing the environment quiz on the special day of Bogi when we should be taught the lessons on minimalism. We've understood how every email adds 4 grams of carbon, every selfie is 5.6 grams of carbon, how every time we buy new clothing, we add to 100 billion clothes that are made annually, out of which 92 million tons is a garbage, is nothing but garbage. It goes sits in landfills. We're playing EFI's environment quiz. It's a minimalism quiz. 4 grams for every email that we send, 5 grams of carbon in the atmosphere for every selfie that we take. YouTube uses 2.5% of global electricity annually. Kanta Manto in Ghana, Agbog Bloshi, which is Kantamanto in Ghana is a textile dumpyard, Panipat, Kantamanto, and the Atacama Desert in Chile. Agbog Bloshi is a wetland which is now converted into an electronic waste graveyard. Sulebia in Kuwait is a graveyard for tires. The Indian Ocean garbage patch in the Indian Ocean Gyre is something which we wanted you to read about, with Ganga, Brahmaputra, Mahanadi, Kaveri, Periyar, Narmada, Sabarmati, all these rivers adding garbage into the ocean. It's formed a large floating island of nothing but garbage. What is this garbage made of? Polystyrenes, styrofoam cups, plates, balloons. Say no to balloons. Say no to plastic cutlery. Say no to non degradable items that we use and just throw. The last question we have today: how much water do you think each one of us is wasting every single day? I'm not asking about how much water we're using. Answer carefully. We're using a lot of water. How much are we wasting? On an average, every human being wastes dash liters of water in a day. On an average, every human being wastes dash liters of water in a given day. We're playing EFI's India Environment Quiz. Today we've gone global. Indians are playing this quiz, but we've gone global today with questions. And today is minimalism related to Bogi festival. Bogi festival. So we're trying to cut down. EFI has started a thrifting campaign called Buy Mine. IndiaVolunteer.org is the site where you can go. I'm already selling so many of my t-shirts. I'm selling a lot of things from my house. I've stopped buying clothes. I've stopped accepting gifts. We are not buying anything new anymore. Why? Simple. Every email that we send adds 4 grams of carbon to the atmosphere. Every selfie that we take adds 5 grams of carbon to the atmosphere. 1 billion views on YouTube every single day, which means YouTube uses 2.5% of global electricity annually. That much coal, that much climate change, walrus, sea lion, the different Arctic and Antarctic animals, from polar bear to seals and much much more, are affected because of us innocently watching a YouTube video. Polystyrene products, plastic spoon, plastic fork, plate, styrofoam cups, and more. No. And they're adding to the Indian Ocean garbage patch, which is in the Indian Ocean Gyre. Clothing dump. We add 92 million tons of clothing waste to this planet every year. Stop buying new clothes unless and please stop. Consider. We're not advising, we're not giving you radical thoughts, but we all should slow but steady reduce. Sulebia in Kuwait is known as the tire graveyard, rubber tire graveyard. Kanta Manto in Ghana, Panipat in India, or the Atacama Desert in Chile is a textile dumpyard. Look for images of textile dumpyard. Agbog Bloshi. Agbog Bloshi is a wetland that is being converted into an electronic waste dumpyard. India, Bangladesh, Indonesia, Philippines, many countries of Africa is where all the whole entire world's garbage comes. Huh? Alang, Alang, Alang in Gujarat is a ship graveyard. How much water do we waste per human on an average? Easily 14 to 21 liters a day. 14 to 21 liters of water each of us wastes every single day. Many of these figures can go up, can go down, right? But then the larger crux of today's quiz, we're wasting. We're wasting our life, we're wasting our planet, we're wasting an opportunity to lead a beautiful, nature friendly life. On this day of Bogi, where the hidden message is to get rid of all that we don't need, on this day of Bogi, when we are looking at how we can reduce, please say no to balloons. Please say no to balloons. Please say no to plastic or non degradable cutlery. Please say no to almost everything that we don't need. Don't keep buying new. Please control. Let's aim at controlling digital ordering, which comes with so much packaging, right? And let's actually only use what we need. Let's buy only what we need, right? I am i'm shaken from within. I'm shaken from within that we are wasting so much, and we are adding so much to this planet. We don't deserve this planet at all. And it's not to end this beautiful Sunday on this gloomy note. No. Just look at the air outside your home. Whether you're in Delhi, whether you're in Indore, whether you're here in Chennai, or you're in Bangalore. It's not mist, it's not a fog, it's smog. It's smog. Just go take a glass of tap water from your sink, kitchen sink, or your bathroom. Can you drink it? No. What are we doing? What are we breathing? What are we drinking? Open your wardrobes. When was the last time you wore that last piece of clothing that is sitting down there at the bottom? Or that 27,000 rupees worth sherwani that you bought for your wedding? Mine was 8,500. But still, it's a crime. Why will I buy a sherwani which I'm not ever going to wear again? So guilty from within. So guilty from within. Here is an environmentalist who's one of the biggest hypocrites. Yes, I am going to change. I'm sincerely going to change. I'm sincerely going to change. What each of us should eat, what each of us should wear, what each of us should buy can never be told by another person. But if we all can collectively realize that we should reduce for the sake of the planet, and we don't need so much, that we don't need so much, the planet would be a better place for all life forms. Our greed has to end. Our greed has to end. And I'm not going to even look at any of you. I'm going to look at self, and I'm going to cut down. I've already stopped buying clothes. I've stopped buying clothes completely. Yes, I will not buy clothes until I'm completely lack of clothes. And if even if it comes to a point where I need new clothes, I'm going to either rent or I'm going to borrow, and I'm going to make sure we share. I'm not going to buy. I'm not going to gift anybody. I'm not going to give away anybody anything other than love. Let's all just give love out, and let's reduce this materialism. Let's reduce this craze behind, the greed behind, the want of ordering stuff digitally. Yes, I wish and pray. Tamil ஒரு beautiful saying is there. தை பிறந்தால் வழி பிறக்கும்னு. Tomorrow is Makar Sankranti. Sankranti Subhakankshalu. Thai Pongal Tirunal Nalvaltukal. Happy Pongal. And happy regional festivities for everybody who's celebrating this across the country. We have to turn a new leaf. And the new leaf that we are turning is minimalism. Let's actually try practicing minimalism. Come back to this quiz or come to E.F.I. Keep telling us how you and I together can reduce, refuse, and definitely reuse. With that, we're wishing everybody who's watching on YouTube a very happy Pongal. YouTube is using 2.5% of global electricity. So I have to end this there. Thank you for joining us. Have a great Pongal. Jai Hind. With that, we're also leaving here on Instagram. Thank you for being a steady audience who's always